Welcome back, everybody. If you are still crazy enough to be watching this, I give you applause and there will be cookies in the mail, I promise. Don't listen to me, I'm the GM. Anyway, welcome back, everyone. This is issue 8, if I recall correctly, and I can give you the name of this one because this is The Things You Can't Outrun Part 2. So again, thank you all very much for sticking with us this far. Sorry about that cough there. Some of you probably heard that. So we're going to be picking up right where we left off last session, and for a quick recap, we're going to go to OPT Lawyer.
Stuff happened, other stuff happened, and that was about all the stuff.
He hates me that I did that right now.
No, I was actually ready for that.
You were ready for my trolling. Lovely.
Yes.
But in all seriousness, what happened is, after coming back from the morning dockside and having the group meeting in the conference room, you were all about to tell everybody all the secrets of all your pasts, and then you were interrupted by, it turns out, a battle suit and several more robotic battle suits demanding that Anton turn over what he had stolen. A small fight ensued, and I say a small fight because holy crap did you guys kick the ever-living bejeebus out of those battle suits.
It's mostly Anton just smacking things with minions with hammers.
What battle suits?
Exactly.
I don't know of any battle suits.
Exactly, right? The one who was talking teleported away, and when you guys went back into the building, you found out that both Connor and Ben, Connor being the boy who had transformed from the giant monster, and Ben being Ben being, according to Thomas, his nephew, had both been kidnapped by, you weren't sure at the time, you did some research, did some looking into it, and it turns out that Thomas's assistant, Spencer, has a nice little vendetta on Mr. Casey because he blames Thomas for his parents dying in the airport shooting, and so since then, he has basically been plotting his revenge. You were able to figure out how to track them because, according to the information you found out, there are nanites in Connor's blood, which Thomas was able to basically sync you up a GPS tracker to find him. And that's pretty much where we left off. Any questions?
Why does Connor have the nanites in his blood?
You don't know. You just know that's what was discovered.
You totally dismissed me calling them the nanites.
I honestly didn't even hear that. I thought Discord was discording. So now that we've got the horrible puns out of the way, who are we kidding? No, we don't.
Out of the way.
Yeah, we're just getting started.
I was gonna say. I don't know what game you're running, but the puns are gonna be all night, sir.
Is somebody trying to talk and not hitting their push to talk button properly?
No, I'm not paying attention if you're, talking to me, because I'm getting a text, so.
Oh, I'm just saying what you guys doing.
Nothing.
When it left off last time, I was in my bedroom, I believe, trying to reconcile my thoughts.
Yes, that is right, because you had the little bit of a flashback.
I guess I'm on the computer looking for any potential information that I can sort of find out about the whole ordeal with the airport shooting.
It's not that hard to find the information. A simple Google search will do it. Basically, what it was is the guy in question. I'm not going to try to pronounce his name because it's of Egyptian descent, and I will butcher it. but showed up at the ticket counter at LAX and opened fire. 2 people were killed in the crossfire. We've already determined who they were, and he ended up dying as well.
Okay. Well, without much more information, I go to my room and I start resting because I know we're gonna have hell coming up.
Alright, so one of you is brooding in your room, the other is attempting to take a nap.
What time of the day is it?
About noon.
I'm gonna make lunch.
You know the role.
I guess I know the role. Also, should have pulled up a character sheet before this started. There we go. Ooh,
Yeah.
I rolled a 2.
You did roll a 2. So, have any of you seen that one episode of Futurama where Bender tries to learn to cook?
Can't say I ever really watched the show.
Well, in that case, you've all seen this one. You know when the kids basically make you a mud cake and they want you to eat it because they cooked you a mud cake? Yeah, that's what Lutra makes.
Has anyone ever seen what they make on Worst Cooks in America?
There you go.
Yes, we go.
I just boil a chicken.
You boil
Canned chicken?
You boil
No,
chicken
like-
to make soup, though.
No. On the show Worst Cooks of America, somebody actually served a whole chicken they just boiled
Oh, God.
because they thought that was a good idea.
I mean, parboiling a chicken for chicken soup is not a bad idea.
No, that's true. No. But they just took a whole chicken, put it into a pot, boiling water, took it out, put it on a plate, served it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna head back to the room and work on my armor and stuff. I'll have a sandwich later.
Alright, as you are attempting to go to sleep, Spectre, go ahead and give me a will save.
I actually think I have the fatigue status still, so I guess I'm gonna just laze out on the couch or something.
Alright, you are perfectly fine. Nothing happens as you're trying to take a nap. Also, remember, everybody does have 2 hero points because we were just continuing on from last session, so...
Lucha finishes eating whatever the heck he just made, and then, as I said, flops on the couch.
Tuna surprise.
Yes, there you go.
Emphasis on the surprise.
Lutra actually has no problem with eating that.
Exactly.
Nope.
The rest of us, however, are about ready to vomit from the smell.
Shocked and appalled, yes. Yeah, this is going to be the ongoing joke. Lucha makes things, and no matter what it is, he'll eat it because he has no idea what's good or bad.
Yep. And depending on the culinary roll, I may or may not make Lucha roll a fortitude save, like I'm going to right now. You're a little queasy, but you're fine.
Hey.
So how long are you resting?
Pretty much until, at least, as I said, I still have the fatigue status, so I'm just going to kind of laze out.
An hour is what you need to correct that.
Yeah. So at least that, and then I'll probably just get up and just start kind of pacing around the place.
Speak ter.
JM.
How long are you resting?
Until all the others are kind of set. Probably like maybe an hour or two.
Lucha goes and cleans up the kitchen.
I'm going to radio Casey and ask him if he has any new stuff for me.
Considering what he is currently trying to do and find out, he actually isn't responding back because he's so focused on trying to figure out what's going on and all that because of the people involved. So he is actually not going to be able to answer you.
Alright, so I'm just gonna like pack up the gear I do have and then go to the common room and wait for the others to show up so we can plan on what to do.
You see Lucha like cleaning dishes.
Did I miss lunch? Or do I really want to eat it considering the smell in the room?
Lucha looks back at you and says, it was fine, but no one else ate me and it's gone. I could make more if you'd like.
I just walk over and just like open up one of his cans of tuna and just make myself like a tuna sandwich.
Oh, well, I could get. Oh, okay. It's fine. It's good tuna. It's really nice and yummy. Very yummy. Not as yummy as real fish, but I mean, or live fish, or not live, but fresh fish.
Fresh fish and pistachios.
Really? That was not where I was expecting you to go.
Oh, come on, everyone loves a good Aladdin every now and again.
You're not wrong.
Anyway, Spectre wakes up, sort of groggily gets up and grabs the tracking device and sort of tries to figure out what bearings they're going to need to head in to find the two boys.
Lucha like walks over and kind of peeks over your shoulder.
The dot has stopped moving.
It senses you, Lutra.
Aww. Oh, is that a bad thing?
Nah, I'm just joking. We should probably get going though before he gets too far away.
Okay.
I get up and I just look at Lutra. I'm like, it stinks, and just walk out of the room towards the hangar.
Huh?
So I open my door. What is that smell? Lutra!
I didn't do it. What was he? I thought it stinks that the kids are taken. Yes, it does. Is that what he meant? Lucha shrugs.
I'll start heading towards the hangar too.
So y'all make it up to the hangar. No one assaults you this time on the roof.
Yay!
Good, because I have my hammer ready for him this time.
I go ahead and jump into the cockpit and pull up the coordinates of where the kid may be and set course once everyone informs me they are ready to go.
I just kind of get myself into like the back of the room and just kind of keep my head down a bit.
Lucha pads over to you. And looks up at you, like, almost sadly, like, are you okay?
Fine. I just kind of just not give him the cold shoulder. Just kind of just stay to myself at the moment.
I go sit up in the second seat in the cockpit.
Lucha walks on.
Where are we going?
According to the information you know about that Spectre, you're definitely heading towards Stanford University.
Hey, Lutra, have you ever wondered what it's like to go to college?
No.
Well, you get to learn anyway.
Oh, okay.
You can be a cardinal.
But I'm an otter.
You can be a cardinal otter.
But I don't have wings.
I'll pick you up a Red Bull.
And join us next time for the side session, Lutra Goes to the Campus Store.
Why would I want a Red Bull?
Wait, you're gonna give him a Red Bull? You saw what he did with the Swedish Fish. You think that's a smart idea?
I don't have room for a bowl.
It's a drink.
Oh. Why would somebody drink a bowl?
It gives you wings.
It does?
Just sit down, be quiet.
I am sitting.
And with Lutra's mass confusion, I just continue on towards the college.
I'll be with you guys in a minute.
And come back next week when we actually may have a functioning GM again.
I think we broke
Did he break him?
I think
You assumed you had a functioning GM to begin with, but oh my word. I'm just picturing Lutra with like the giant can of Red Bull, opening it, smelling it, getting on that, like taking a sip and just going bananas.
Really? Because my whole image from that whole discussion was Lutra with, like, sewn on cardinal wings on his back, riding on the back of a bull.
Okay, I now need to have my friend Sham draw that.
Oh, wow.
Oh, we're off to a roaring start tonight.
We really are. The crazy part about this entire thing is, because of the way I'm recording this, even when you guys can't hear me, they can. So that entire time you guys are going through that, the entire background noise is just me giggling.
Yeah, someone will get on making a TGE giggle emote for FFC.
So we made it to Stanford yet?
I'm waiting for the GM to tell me.
Anything else y'all want to do in the plane?
Nah, I think we're good.
Then it is a fairly uneventful jet ride.
Okay. Well, I parked the jet inside of Stanford Stadium.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Richard goes over to Spectre and is like, hey, Spectre, I got a question. Did you go to
Okay.
college?
I did not. I went right into the military.
Oh. What's so special about going to college?
You get to take in a lot of debt.
Oh. And people want to do this?
What's that?
And people want to do that?
Yeah, I mean, you do get to learn more. A lot of times it does help you out with getting a job and learning special things. Stanford's a pretty good college for that.
Oh, okay. Lucha looks around interested.
In fact, a lot of people from Stanford end up becoming some of the scummiest people around, all of our lawyers.
Hey!
Spectre could take a hero point for that one.
Shots fired.
I resemble that remark.
I'll make sure to use that hero point to get you out of trouble, Lutra.
Wow. But yeah, as you can see here on the screen, we do have... This is what you're going to come into. You guys can't necessarily see the sub-basement levels there on the bottom left as your characters, but I have them there for reasons.
Those sub-basement levels are on my right.
The key is, but if you look underneath 4 and 4A...
Oh, okay. Yeah, I would assume I can't see stuff that's transparent.
Yeah, no, I'm just letting you guys know that that is for us at home to see. Your characters don't actually know that's there. But this is basically where you're going to end up following the tracker. Conveniently enough, you're going to end up right where I just had that little circle.
Okay, so... I show up right about there.
Oh, I should mention, on the plane, Lucha uses his belt and makes himself look human. Just in case.
Spectre needs one of those belts.
I can't get my character to show up on the...
It's already on there.
Oh, okay. Alright,
Our
so
characters are gridlocked.
I'm going to do a perception check to see if we notice anything.
Alrighty, go right ahead. With a 20, Lutra, I can't say it looks like a normal college campus because Lutra's never been on a college campus. But for all intents and purposes, it looks like a normal college campus. It's empty, of course, because we're in the latter parts of May at this point, and school is definitely out. So there's not a whole lot going on here. Even with a 15 insight check, Spectre, you're basically standing on top of the dot. So you can figure out one of two things. First one is that there's probably some sort of underground storage. Or two, which is, and this one's much less likely, they found a way to spoof the signal. So you're fairly certain there's some sort of underground facility.
The insight was actually more for my knowledge of the college campus, like where exactly we are within the campus.
Oh. Well. You're getting the information I gave you instead.
Well, thanks. Okay, guys, so we need to find a way to get beneath us. So,
Should we check the outlying buildings first?
yeah, let's pick a building.
Lucha looks like down at the ground at his feet. Says, "Beneath? What's beneath this?"
Let's just hope for your sake, not a laboratory.
They don't have
I'd
labs
start
on
walking
college.
over towards 3G.
They don't. Do they?
3G,
Yes, they actually do.
3G is a chapel.
Lucha walks up to Malkir and says, "Hey, Malkir, what's a chapel?"
Where they bury people. It's a religious institution.
Oh,
So I just kind of like go in and start looking around.
You walk into a church, you feel a slight tingling sensation. No, that's it. It's just Malkir walking into a church. Okay, which one of you had that on speed dial?
You're welcome.
Wow, why am I not surprised?
I have all the other memes on speed dial, but yeah, Grim's got me on that
what
one.
that was.
That's the church music from Final Fantasy 1.
Ah, okay.
I knew exactly what it was. So, Malkir is definitely not the Warrior of Light, though. But yeah, it's your typical college chapel. I mean, it looks like, Stanford being a Catholic university, it's a typical Catholic church. Stained glass windows, crucifix over the altar, the whole shebang.
Holy crap, TG. You saying that, I just realized that we are like the four warriors of light. Spectre's wind, Malkir's fire,
Yep.
Anton is earth, and Lutra's water.
Yep.
Well, that's not convenient, is it?
All I'm going to say is this, is that thought has already come to my mind, and I've already got notes on it.
All we need to know is the fifth player that loves everybody.
No, we're not summoning Captain Planet.
Oh.
Trust me, if I'm doing a version of Mati, the version of Mati I'm doing is what happens when Mati becomes a environmental terrorist.
That would be amazing. I need to see that now.
I'll have a build for you next week.
Thank you.
But yeah, nothing crazy in the church.
I'm gonna start looking around building 6.
Building 6 is named after somebody, like, you're reading it, it says the Richard Quinn building. You have no idea who that is, but that's about what you got.
Discording.
What part of that did you miss?
The kind of the end after the name.
Oh, that's it. That's all you get is the name. Lutra.
Oh, okay.
7A is a dormitory.
Wait, is it a female dormitory? Or is it a co-ed or a male?
It's a female dorm.
Lucha has no idea what any of that means and walks inside.
Alrighty, Lutra,
I'm
go
going
ahead
to,
and
3F since
go
I'm
ahead
sorry.
and give me a quartile, please.
I don't know what that means.
1 to 5, 6 to 10, 11 to 15, 16 to 20.
6 to 10.
Alrighty, lucky for you, the dorm is empty.
I was so hoping for summer campus students.
Lucha looks around a little bit and shrugs and leaves. Just look around for a bit. Do I see anything? I guess I should roll that, shouldn't I?
Well, you walk in, it's a dormitory. You see your typical hallway. The first thing you see are elevators. And a hallway going to the left, a hallway going to the right, and 2 elevators in front of you.
Joe walks up to the elevators and pushes the buttons. He doesn't go in. He just walks up and pushes buttons.
Alrighty. Well, the door opens. Spectre, building 4 is the administration building.
Lucha giggles and leaves.
When Lutra giggles, because of the nature of the building, he hears a giggling echo.
Huh?
Have Lutra an insight check, please. Lutra knows that's his own echo from the elevator doors.
Echo!
Echo, 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 echo.
Now Lucha leaves.
Alright, I'm gonna go into build the main campus.
Which build? Okay, yeah. We'll get to that in a second. Go ahead over in building 4. Alrighty, looking around the administration building. First thing you know is, not that this is a huge detriment to Spectre of all people, but it's locked.
Oh no, whatever will Spectre do?
Well, the other 3 no longer see Spectre.
Yep. And lucky for Spectre, like most administrative buildings on college campuses, it's the last thing to get retrofitted. It is not hermetically sealed.
Even if it was retrofitted, I would imagine I could find a way in through, like, AC or something.
Oh, absolutely. But I'm just giving you the doorway because it's easier.
I turn into gas. Like, nothing's really that hard.
And
But anyway,
TG gets a point for lazy GM.
No. I like, here's the thing is, when I'm designing sessions, I look and see at all of the different abilities you guys have. And I know what I have to work with and what I have to, what I know is happening. So, knowing full well that Spectre has the ability to turn into air, I expect this to be a thing. Anyhow, are you staying as air or are you rematerializing?
I am rematerializing on the inside.
Alrighty, first thing you'll notice is it's your typical administration section. You'll walk in and there'll be like, the security desk, the main reception / security desk there on your right. You have the signs pointing to student affairs, financial aid, all that stuff, a couple of secretary offices, and then you see the list of like department heads there. None of the department head names really catch your eye, like the names. I mean, but you see all the different department heads. They all have different, they have offices up here in the admin building because they're department heads. They need to.
I'm also looking around for any areas that may look like they have recently been tampered or maneuvered in such a way that might give me an idea of how to get underground.
Not that you can see. Not that you can see.
Okay, with that, I walk back to the front door, just unlock it and walk out, leaving the door just hanging wide open.
Alrighty. Over in building 3C, that's the library.
And suddenly, Malkier loses interest.
Dare I say he books it?
Alright, so do I see anything in the threes here?
Yeah, well, as I said, 3C, which is the one you're on right now, that's the library.
Alright, so I'm going to look around at the books. I'm going to do an investigation of this section.
Alright, you want to take the full hour?
I'll just do a precursor check.
Alrighty. It makes it taking the hour's fine, just... Alright, so I'll need a perception check from Malkier, and Lutra, 5B is bicycle storage. Uh, 8 is the groundskeeper's hut, Anton. Five A is a garden, Lutra.
So I didn't find anything in the this library.
I need a perception check first. Yeah, no, you don't find anything. Actually, you
look around the
actually you find a kid's cookbook that you want to give to Lutra.
Okay, so I just kind of put it in my pocket for now.
Can I look around the garden and see if there's I don't know, anything. Anything.
Go ahead and give me a perception check in the garden. Well then. You definitely notice something awry here in the garden. And it takes you a minute because this is one of those feng shui, zen, relaxation garden type of deals, but it's also a little on the aesthetically pleasing side. You notice that the sundial in the middle of the garden isn't synced up to where it should be. Because the way the garden is designed is that it's designed so that the sundial will cast its shadow with the sun, and it will still be aesthetically pleasing. You notice that the shadow being cast by the sundial is not fulfilling that purpose.
Lucha walks over and tries to turn it to make it right.
Go ahead and give me a strength check, please. 10 is what you needed. You hear the... and something clicks into place. And you hear the whirring of gears as the sundial and the fountain it's in starts to sink into the ground. And you get your typical...
Do I hear that from where I am?
You definitely hear that from where you are, because you get your stereotypical spiral staircase down.
What the hell did you do?
Do I hear that from?
I don't know. I just turned the sundial and then that happened. Is this normal?
No, but good job.
Huh. Good. Oh, thank you.
Looking down into the staircase, is it dark in there?
It is very dark in there.
Okay. Well, I pull out my flashlight, my phone, and turn on the flashlight part of it.
Before you can get too far down, you start to hear this. And the clapping persists for a little while, and then you hear a voice you remember.
I didn't need to hear the voice.
Bouncing down
As
from
soon as I heard the clapping.
bouncing down from one of the trees.
Would I have heard this from inside, by the way?
You definitely felt the gears whirring, that's for sure.
Okay, I'm gonna run out and join them then.
Certainly took you time. I didn't think you were ever gonna find that.
I was looking for your dumbass.
I didn't think I was gonna find it either.
You didn't even know I was here. It's the emo.
Let's see.
It's the emo kid, by the way.
Yeah, I know. Let's see. Dealing with something that we've encountered a lot before. You were one of the very few that actually escaped. Yeah, I kind of guess that we'd be seeing you again at some point. So why not here?
Do you know how entertaining it was to watch you guys fumble around?
We were fumbling. We were inspecting everything. Last thing I want to do is go underground and have the entire area collapse on me because you guys have it trapped with bombs.
I mean, we got a storage container back in the jet if you want to go for a ride.
Because that worked so well last time you tried to shove me in one.
It will this time.
Next time, I'll just make sure to remove all the air from it.
You're adorable. I'm just here to deliver a message, that's all.
Well, get on with it. I don't have all day to deal with your punk ass.
You have two options. You can go down the stairs and save the boys, or you can go back to where you came from and save the city. It's your choice.
Well, that sucked.
He does the Mr. Fantastic stretch around it.
So, what's happening in the city?
Attacking me is not going to help you.
At this point, I sort of just look over at Makir and give him a nod and take off underground.
I just start running after him.
Hoping that Anton sort of is able to grab information about what's going on with the city.
So what are you doing in the city? What issues are you here to tell us about?
I've delivered my information.
Oh, so you're useless now. So I get to swing?
If you want to hit the bouncing ball, you can. And he's going to wrap himself up into the shape of a ball and start bouncing away.
Well, that's new.
I want to run after and kick it.
His leaping is faster than your movement.
Mm-hmm. I want to play soccer.
I was hoping for an otter toss personally.
Or that.
Anton, what'd you find out about the city?
Not much. They're doing something, but you think the two of you can handle it down there, and the Otter and I'll go start looking around the city, see if we can find something out?
Take the jet. It's in standby. All you should have to do is let the Otter hit the red button, and should take you right back to the city. Hopefully you can find something.
Okay. You hear that? You get to hit the red button.
Oh, great, let's go. I grab Anton by the hand and just start tugging forward. Wait, what about the kids?
Oh, that's gonna be Spectre and Malkir's job. We're gonna go try to take care of the city.
Oh, okay, let's go.
We'll catch up with them.
They'll catch up with us, right?
Well, hopefully, yes.
Oh, right. So now we get to introduce something that is you can actually get away with in this game that you can't do in most other D&D style games, and that's you can effectively do encounters where you split the party. So because of the nature of this, and the fact that you'll be getting to the underground facility a lot faster than you'll be getting back to Bay City proper, we're going to start off with Malkir and Spectre. So, I know you might find this map, something we've seen before, because, hey, why not reuse stuff we've already got?
I haven't seen it because my character's not there.
You haven't, but the rest of them have. But making your way down, and you do have the tracker that you're following. It leads you into what kind of looks like a research lab / office building, which is really weird, and based on what you remember from where you are, you're actually underneath the security building, of all things. Which was 4A, by the way.
Okay, I just walk through the outside.
I just kind of look over at Spectre. I just say, split up.
I'm all for splitting up. Let's just find these kids as quick as possible.
Alright, so I'm gonna go this way up towards the center here.
Well, eventually, you will make your way. You both make your way over to the upper right corner here, which is where your tracker is going to lead you. And apparently, the tracker was slightly tricked because you have one of the two kids. However, this is not the one that can transform into a giant monster. This is the other one. This is Ben, and he's unconscious. He's got something stapled to his shirt. It is not a note. It is actually, it's a plastic bag, and in the bag is a small vial of what appears to be blood.
So they used his blood, drew it, put it on here, so we would come after him. Malkir, take Ben, book it back to the ship, let Anton know you're coming with. I'm going to look for Connor.
I just nodded and I just tossed him over my shoulder and start hightailing it.
Alright. right. Give
Is
me
Radio Anton to be ready?
give me a number on the D20, please, Malkir.
We'll go with my favorite number 1.
Alrighty, it is not number 1. So Lutra did not preemptively hit the button.
I thought you told me to hit the button.
Right, but he got the message to you in time to wait for him. So you do not preemptively hit the button.
Gotcha. It seemed nice. So Lutra is like in the plane, like ready to press the button, and then he gets the message. Oh,
Pretty much.
I can't wait. And he's waiting.
Keep waiting.
Tapping his foot like Sonic the Hedgehog.
Alright, so what are you doing down here, Spectre?
I'm looking back at my tracker to see if there's any other readings.
Currently, right now, it's moving in the same direction and pace as Malkir was. Unless you have the vial of blood on you.
No.
Then it's following the vial of blood.
I go back out to the main passageways and look for other possible routes to more stuff underground.
Give me a perception check and/or an insight check, whichever you would prefer.
Both of them have the same modifier, so.
All right. You get back to intersections, and the only other pathway you can see, there are 3 paths. There's the one that will lead you back to the fountain. There's the one that led you underneath security, and there's one that will lead you underneath the administration building.
I go over that way.
As you make your way there, you come across what appears to be a lab of some sort, so you're kind of thankful Lutra's not here. But this is not one of the ones with, like the test tubes and all that. This looks like an actual science lab you would see on a college campus.
I glance through, just seeing if there's anything here that might have been tampered with. Look down at the desk.
Well,
Dr. Z?
Not quite Dr. Z, but you do see somebody here who looks like they're working on something.
Does he see me yet?
He seems to be focused on what he is doing.
Okay. I turn into air.
Okay.
Just so I can sort of monitor what's going on without actually being sensed.
Okay, he seems to be plugging away at a computer.
Alright, I note that and I look around for any other possible things going on.
He is the only one down here.
Okay, well, I go back out to the hallway and I turn back into solid form and I walk into the room. Have you seen any little kids around here?
Oh, wait, what? Little kids? Sorry, I'm trying to get an accent here, and I'm doing a horrible job of getting the accent going. Little kids? What do you mean? The campus is closed. There shouldn't be anybody down here, including you. There are kids missing?
Yeah, not college kids. Actual kids. I found one down the hall in the other, like, almost faculty area. It seemed like, but I don't think teachers come down here. But
Oh no,
but
we
I'm
we
looking
do.
for another.
We do. This is the private area where we can perform the experiments and research that they actually pay us to do without being bugged by students.
Most schools, just build an extra building for that. But okay. But anyway, yeah. So what research are you doing right now?
Currently, I am looking into genetic research on potential ways to possibly cure Down syndrome. It's not going well.
When he says that, Spectre doesn't say anything, but he makes an audible sound of absolute disgust.
Everything okay?
Yeah, it's just I haven't known previous research that I've at least studied, I guess, go so well with that in that avenue.
Oh, well, all the research I'm doing here is monitored by the school, so if it's something is wrong, then they'll know about it and it'll get stopped if anything goes completely awry. So, forgive me for asking, but what brings you here to look for some missing children? Also, real quick, Spectre, give me an insight check. The one thing that's bothering you right now is he didn't flinch at all with your appearance.
I need an insight check. I already figured that. What brings me here? Well, I told you. Looking for kids.
Right, but
Oh,
why would
kid.
you be looking for kids on a college campus? Like, what brings you here specifically?
Well, one of the kids may have the ability to be tracked, and, well, I have a device that can track that.
Then I'm assuming you found the one that can be tracked and you're looking for another one?
No, actually, the one that I found was the one that couldn't be tracked, but they drew blood from the one that could be tracked, thus leading me to track him.
I think I understand what you're saying. I'm assuming there's something in this blood that is trackable.
You are a professor at Stanford University. Oh, let me restart. I'm assuming you are a professor at Stanford University, meaning that you have all the knowledge in the world of the Human Genome Project, DNA modification, which is specifically what you said you are doing. Well, that's how we can track him.
Yes, but biological tracking is very difficult. I'm assuming there's something else.
It's not difficult with nanotechnology.
Oh, so you're looking for one of Casey's patients.
Yeah, but it wasn't Casey's doing.
I never said it was. I said you're looking for one of his patients. He's the only one who does the nanotechnology.
Well, if you have a technology and someone steals it and implicates it on someone else, it's not really their doing. But that's semantics. I'm looking for the kid.
Well, I don't know where he would have went.
How convenient. So how long have you been teaching at this university?
Considering it's kind of hard to tell how old you are, I won't give that normal answer, but long enough that I'm the department head.
Okay. So, second question. How well do you remember your students?
Considering what you're here for and the names that are brought up, I'm assuming you're about to ask me about Mr. Dalton, are you not?
Okay, so keep talking.
I simply assume that because he was specifically recruited from here by Mr. Casey, and quite frankly, he was one of the most brilliant people I've ever taught.
Okay, so what was your and his relationship?
He was obsessed with being the number one on campus. He was obsessed with learning everything he could, not just about the human body, but about what Mr. Casey was doing. He was fascinated with the nanotechnology. To the point where I had to almost reel him in from it.
Spoiler, he didn't do a good enough job.
Considering the boy lost his parents right before he showed up here, the fact that he found something he could focus on that wasn't their deaths, I wasn't going to be the person to tell him no, now was I?
So, how's your relationship with Spencer now?
I hear from him occasionally.
Occasionally. Like, occasionally enough that he would have alerted you that my presence would be coming soon? Because considering the difficulty to get under here, you're rather stoic about my presence.
Okay. And so I don't overreact. Your point?
It's not overreacting. You didn't react. You expected me to be here.
I expected nothing.
I'll put this nicely. I'm not a guy that you wish to trifle with.
Are you threatening me on the presumption that I didn't react to your appearance? That's entirely what this is based off of.
That and the fact that you have had a history with the one person that has a kid that I am trying to recover.
You do realize most of my department has a history with the person you're trying to find. And number two, my research is on genetic defects. Trust me, your appearance isn't the scariest thing I've seen.
Okay. To address part two, I don't really care if my appearance is scary to you. I am talking about the fact that I showed up and you didn't care. Second, to point one, that's great if your whole faculty had interactions with Spencer. The fact is no one else is here. You are. And I just rescued one of the boys from 300 feet down the hall. So you're here, you get to play Q&A.
I've answered everything you've asked me truthfully so far.
Okay, so where's Spencer?
I don't know. Just because I was a father figure doesn't mean I'm his father. I don't keep track of him.
Okay, so if Spencer is coming to the campus of Stanford University, where he went to school, which I know he was here, by the way, then where would he go?
Well, it depends on what he's here for. If he wanted to talk, he'd call me and we'd meet in my office. If he wasn't, he would... I don't know. If we weren't doing research and all that, I didn't keep track of him in the off hours.
Well, never mind.
As far as you know, he's 100% telling you the truth.
As I said, never mind.
But I can certainly try to call him. I don't know if he'll answer, but I can certainly try to call him.
You know Spencer as well as I do. If you call him right now, he knows I'm here. He's not going to give you anything.
Fair enough. If I hear from him, I'll let you know. I suppose I should just get a hold of Mr. Casey then.
I would highly suggest that you let Mr. Casey know that you aren't involved in this, because otherwise you might find yourself the subject of scientific experiments.
You don't tend to trust a lot of people, do you?
If I trust someone, then that means that I screwed up somewhere.
Just remember, you get more flies with honey.
Unfortunately, I'm not looking for a fly.
Either way, if we're done here, and I assume we are because you have another boy to find, I'm going to get back to my research. If I have any information, I'll let you know.
Let's just say, for your sake, pray that I don't actually have to come back here. But just relay any information to Mr. Casey. He'll get a hold of me.
I can do that. Alrighty, and with that, we're going to shift scenes now over to the jet. So yeah, we have, as we see here over in the chat, we see a little bit going on here. Anton turns XM radio in suit to Yacht Rock Radio, which means "Come Sail Away" by Styx is playing right now. And Discord, stop discording. There we go. And Lutra can go ahead and push the button.
Lucha runs right up to the dashboard and hits that button. Pushes it with glee.
The jet takes off on autopilot back towards Bay City.
Did he do it before I got there?
No, you're back.
Alright. I just look at them and just ask if there was any action while we went downstairs.
Anton stole some of my Swedish fish.
I didn't steal them. I loaded them into my suit to travel for you, so you would have some.
You used the word stole.
I just kind of reach in my pocket and grab a bag myself out of my pocket and start.
Hey!
Oh, by the way, Lucha, I found this for you. I just kind of hand over the kids' cooking book.
Oh! Lucha picks up the book and starts reading.
It's Cooking with Kids. 15 fun recipes to do with your 5-year-old.
I just kind of like shake my head and mutter to my breath, just so easily distracted. And I just look over at Anton and ask what had happened when we went down.
Not much. The kid bounced away like a ball, and then Otter over here wanted to hit the button.
Why didn't you grab the otter and throw him at the ball to make him stop?
He was moving way too fast for that.
You're a giant machine. You can throw pretty fast.
Okay. Well, we have a bigger problem. We gotta figure out what's going on in the city. And apparently another kid, since I see one. Where's the other one?
I just kind of just shake my head. It was a trap, and I just hold the little vial of blood. Just put it away for safekeeping and toss the kid on the bed on the bench.
Alright, keep your eyes open. Let's see if we can figure out what's going on here.
Keep your eyes on the kid. We don't know what happened to him.
Man, why am I always on guard duty? Make the otter do it.
The otter's not listening to you because he's too enthralled with no-bake worm mud pies.
Never mind, I'll do it.
Well, we're all in the same spot anyway, so I don't think there's much that can happen unless something does happen, in which case we'll just have to take care of it.
That may be the best description of this ever. Where's the autopilot set to? Is it set back to the tower, or is it set just kind of generic over the city?
I'm sorry, did you say the otter pilot?
He totally did.
He definitely did.
Well, maybe he's reading a cookbook. I mean, what harm could that cause?
To answer your question, it is set back to the tower proper.
Alright. Do we notice anything peculiar?
Oh yeah. You notice lots of things peculiar.
Oh, boy.
Like, as you approach the city, you see lots of smoke.
Hey, Brandon, I'm gonna need to put the cookbook down. There's smoke out in the city. Lots of it.
Richard puts the cookbook down, looks out the window, and goes, oh! That's not good. It's smoggier than normal. No.
Yeah, you can see that coming over the horizon, so...
Hey, where's Spectre? That's a silly question, isn't it?
Is anybody doing anything as you approach the city proper?
I asked, where's Spectre? And then Luke just says, oh, that's probably a silly question, isn't it?
He had something to deal with. He told me to go ahead. He'll catch up with us. He can fly.
Right.
I'm just gonna do a perception check and see if we notice where exactly the central instance is.
I'm going to give this to you. There's smoke everywhere. There doesn't seem to be rhyme or reason to it. However, I will reward the... I think is it the first time you rolled the 20 in this entire thing?
Third.
Oh, okay. But with that natural 20, you look around and there is smoke and everywhere, but you happen to catch, just as you're looking around, as you're flying over the city proper, what you see is the battle suit sort of droid things you guys fought earlier. There seems to be armies of them just marching throughout the city, basically running martial law. Most people have retreated into buildings and all that. The police are trying and failing miserably. But when you were flying over, you caught a glimpse of something shiny and reflective on top of one of the TV towers in the city, near one of the giant satellites.
Do I kind of tell what it is, or is it just like a light?
It was a glint of light that you're not sure should or shouldn't be there.
Yeah, since it's on autopilot, we can't really do much of this current state, correct?
Yeah, like basically, you know how when you're running by and you catch it like sunlight glinting off of metal or water? It was one of those things.
Yeah.
Well, this looks bad.
I was kind of mentioning that I saw something out of place, possibly.
Was it near the fighting?
No, it's up on a radio tower.
Well, since none of us know how to fly this thing, I think you've flown it once.
As he says that...
You can fly, right? Go ahead, Teach.
I actually need a will save from Anton. Okay, I'm going to roll something for the plane as well here, and then I'll explain what happens.
Well, that's bad.
Yes, it is, for both of you. What you managed to fly through was well, you're not sure, but as you're debating whether or not who knows how to fly this thing, all of the technology in the plane shuts down, as does your suit.
I'm guessing that last bit was including my suit.
Yes. Discord is discording again. There we go. Yes, including your suit. So you will get a hero point because your suit's currently out of commission for a bit.
Brandon.
Yes?
Back here. Can you get me out of this thing? There should be like a little green / red button. Push the...
And I hate Discord sometimes.
Walks over and, like, examines the armor all over the place. It's like,
As you're going to push the button, I need dodge checks from everybody because the plane just starts to fall.
This is not going to be my night.
Valkyrie and Lutra are fine. Anton, because you're stuck in this suit and can't move, gets thrown into the wall of the plane.
I was thrown into the wall. That's what I heard.
You were. And there's a big old dent in the plane now.
Oh, Spectre's going to be mad about that.
He can fix it.
Now get me out of this thing so I can get safely out of here.
Walk over and just smack the button. Just to...
Yeah. Hey, I was.
I just kind of give him the eye.
Uh-huh.
So I believe this is the first time y'all have seen Anton out of his suit.
Second. I think I was out of it earlier.
Fair. But real quickly, before we continue this, we're going to take a small break because the GM needs to use the bathroom.
I can't hear a word you're saying.
We're going to take a small to reset Discord and, fix it. Can you hear me?
And now.
And Discord is just awesome.
And anything else I do. It's just like when we get together.
I blame TGE.
Is there anything else to do?
Not really. That seems to work most of the time.
So, what were we doing?
I'm guessing we're taking a short recess.
Okay.
Yeah, just
Body break.
quick break.
Alright, with that, I am actually going to go use the restroom as well, so I'll be back.
Alright, sorry about that. Had to use the potty. So who is back?
We got the videos done already.
What about the video being done?
Oh, and Random Mania too.
Oh, episode 3 was a shorter one, if I recall correctly.
Yes, it was. good news, I can upload videos to the channel again.
Drama intensifies as we're waiting to see what happens. Alright, so I know OPT is back. I hear that Krim is back. We're just waiting on Dark and Nora.
I'm back.
Alrighty, so we are back and we are better than ever. Thank you all for staying with us here over the short little intermission. You know, nature calls, potty, and all that. So, last we left, the plane was going down. Anton was trying to get out of the suit, and Lutra and Malkir were probably facepalming. So what y'all doing?
Falling toward doom, apparently.
Yeah.
I was getting string cheese.
I'm just picturing Malkir, like the plane's going down, Malkir comes back from the snack cabinet just with a string cheese.
Is that gonna be like my Swedish Fish?
Your Swedish Fish can be whatever you want it to be. Anton, you do know that a technology check can potentially boot back up your suit. And that technology check is enough to boot back up your suit, because that was the DC you needed initially.
So I'm gonna hop back in. And it's still falling, right?
Oh yeah, plane's still falling.
Do I have time to get outside and kind of support it?
You can.
Okay, well, I'm gonna try to.
Alright, give me a strength check, followed by a flight check. The flight check is basically a d20 plus the rank of your flight.
I just do slash roll d20 plus 4.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Jeebus. Okay. Not only do you manage to use your Rocket Knight to teleport outside and support the plane, you are now the engine of the plane. It goes where you want.
Discord.
It goes where you want it to go. Alright, what did you hear of that?
That it to go in pieces.
Oh, yeah, Discord was discording. So basically, not only are you able to support the plane, you are now the engine of the plane. It goes where you want it to go.
Hey, Mac here. Brandon, y'all okay in there?
Good. I got the kid.
I think so.
Alright, let's get this thing back to the tower, and then we'll take off and we'll go see what's going on, because I can't fight with this thing on my shoulders.
Fair enough. As you're flying through, it takes you another couple of minutes to get there, but you just see more explosions, you hear more panic, like everything. And it's just like armies and armies and armies of these soldiers, these battle suits.
Also, someone page Spectre.
Already done. I counted them when we were coming.
What's up?
We got armies of those stupid battle suits that we were dealing with the other day. We're gonna need you over here, dude.
So blow him up. I'm still looking for the other kid.
I'm holding on to your jet. It's in a couple of pieces, and I'm flying it by being underneath it right now.
They're attacking the entire city.
I'll be there as soon as possible. I am not abandoning Connor.
No one said anything about abandoning Connor.
I know you three can easily take out those stupid little bots.
I don't think you understand the magnitude of what we're talking about here.
They're firing EMP pulses, it seems, because they shut down the ship and my suit. That could be a problem.
Lutra. So, just so you know,
Hold on, you don't.
or Brandon, just so you know, they took all your Swedish fish.
I kind of doubt that right now, sir.
Being in the plane, you're not sure how this works, but randomly, this is going to work this way. The constant shaking from the EMP and Anton trying to fly it opens up the storage cabinet where the Swedish fish belong. It's empty.
That's good, because I left most of it back at my dorm room.
And as you approach the tower to land, you see there is more explosions, and a box flies out the window, and you recognize it as the Swedish fish box.
No! Sure watches it in sheer horror as it flies by. It gets sad.
Also,
Don't get sad. Get mad.
And Spectre's
Go
going to
get
get a
'em.
0 point for continuing to look for the kidnapped child as opposed to come back to the city, so that's another hero point for Spectre.
Can I set this thing down now? It's heavy.
You're back at the tower, you can.
Okay. Everyone off. This thing ain't going anywhere. And okay, take the kid in to Casey. Brandon,
No,
let's get ready to roll.
I don't think we should leave this kid with Casey. We gotta figure out some better place for him.
I mean, I've got a storage crate, but that hasn't worked well for us. And we can't take him into combat with us. I don't think that would go well.
Yeah, we should leave him someplace, and Casey seems to be the best choice.
Fine. I just put him over his shoulder and just walk into the building. I just start yelling Casey into the comm.
He comes running. He's got panic written all over his face, like he's been trying to find ways to stop this, and he can't.
I just push the kid out of him and tell him to take care of him and just start running back to the others.
The look of relief on his face is palpable. All right, it takes you about 30 seconds to do all that. The three of you are on the roof of the tower. Where are you going?
I just look over at Anton and ask if he can fly us down to the bottom without shutting down.
We can try that, but no guarantees that they don't hit us again.
Well, we try something or we go down manually. I mean, I'm confident enough I can climb down, but I don't know about you two.
I mean, I'm gonna fall or fly, one of the two.
I can't really do either of those.
Well, then
But
you'll
I can
fall.
But I can't fall and live. I don't think. I haven't tried falling that far before. I don't think it would be a good idea, though.
Do I have any sort of parachute system in this thing?
You do not.
Then, how far is it to the ground from where we are?
You're on the roof of a skyscraper.
The ways down.
A ways down.
Well, do we have any repelling equipment that we can attach to so that if worst case, y'all can grab on and I'll just plummet?
You know, I'm having a flash in my head of the Boondock Saints and the rope. But I don't have any rope.
It's a 6-shooter! There were 9 of them! What were you gonna do? Laugh the last 3 to death? Funny man!
Exactly. I need my rope.
I need my rope! I love that movie.
Me too.
Well, y'all can hop on and we can try to go down, or we can go down the hard way.
I just kind of like look over the edge and just start like climbing down.
I look at Brandon. You hopping on?
Yeah, I guess. Sure. Why not?
Alright. I'm gonna fly down to the ground, hopefully.
Your strength is more than enough to carry both of them. As you get down to the ground, it is basically, for lack of a better description, you've all seen the old videos of Nazi soldiers walking down streets. Well, it's that, but with a robot army. Several of them, in fact.
Guys, I don't really think taking these guys head on right now is a great idea.
Sure it is. I mean, what, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 10,000?
Yeah.
That I can... Yeah, sure, this will be fine. Got any better ideas?
I mean, well, no, but that one seems like a bad one.
Fine.
Before we do that, what do you guys think about checking out that radio tower?
Dark,
That could be something.
Dark, your mic is really quiet. At least for me. That or it's Nora's mic's really loud. I'm not sure which is which.
I said before we start taking them head on, should we check out that radio tower? That looks suspicious there. There's just something in the back of my mind that says we should look at that.
Sure.
Seems like a better idea. I mean, these are all, like, manless suits, right? They gotta be controlled from someplace.
So I just start jogging back towards like where we saw it coming from.
Oh, hey, right up! Luther pads after you, quickly.
I'll follow in my suit.
I'm not going to make you roll it because you guys can just make your way there and cut through any of the robo minions that you need to get to, but you make it to the base of this radio tower.
Alright, where did you see this thing?
Of course. And I just start kind of just like ascending it and I start climbing up.
Lucha looks back at Anton.
Up on. And head towards the top.
Alrighty, since I don't have a giant radio tower here, but for those of you who have played Final Fantasy VIII, I need you to picture the Dalit radio tower, because that's what we're looking at here.
If you have Biggs and Wedge in tonight's session, I quit.
Why?
I was thinking more Final Fantasy VII with the plate towers.
No, why do you quit if I have Biggs and Wedge, Krim?
Because you can't pull off the banter between Biggs and Wedge alone.
No, you're right. If I was going to do Biggs and Wedge, I'd make sure I had somebody here to do the banter with me. But we're going to use this giant white thing as our roof coverage again. I'm going to draw the nice little roof coverage. But when you guys get up there, you see one person you recognize. You're not quite sure how the hell he got back here this quickly. Well, you recognize two of the three, and you see somebody in a giant battle suit. Or not a giant battle suit, a normal-sized battle suit. The guy in the battle suit looks like he's on the computer tinkering with something on the satellite, and the other two are just sort of flanking him as guards.
Did I see it yet?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's these stooges again.
I just kind of look at John Lucher and just remind them of the dude in the pink's ability of making people hallucinate.
Oh. Wait.
So technically, it's actually here. He's here.
And I'm guessing it's time to roll for initiative.
The red thing in the corner is the satellite. And you would be correct. It is time to roll initiative.
While this is going on, I just radio Spectre again and tell them it's 3 on 3, and that we could use them.
I will be there as soon as I can.
Oh, my rolls again, of course.
Why wouldn't they, right? 16 is not bad. I'm gonna roll for mine here, and we'll be getting going here in a minute. Well, eventually.
Like mutter under my breath to both of them. Wait for it so I have a clear shot.
Alrighty, I've got all of my initiatives taken care of, and it's going to be starting off with the battle suit's turn, and he's just pounding away at the keyboard, not paying attention to you. Brandon, you're up.
You don't actually have to call me that. So this is all just one flat surface?
Yes.
Gotcha. Um. I'm still in, It's okay.
Human form number is just an illusion, so.
I know that, but I'm trying to think of how this is going to work. Alright, I'm going to... I'm going to go... What was the pink shirt's name again?
You don't know. But
I thought we knew that.
For records here, it's Party Boy.
That's what I meant. I didn't mean his actual name, just whatever we call him. So I look at Party Boy, and
Alright. Discord is discording.
I'm doing Agile Feint.
Okay.
Medics?
Yeah. Roll an agility test.
Again, which foot is that? Just straight up agility?
Yeah, Agile Feint's an agility check.
Oh, shoot, I thought it was something else.
No, sorry, acrobatics, my bad. Acrobatics.
Oh, okay.
You will catch him flat-footed.
I'm going to use setup.
Alright, who are you transferring that to?
Anton.
Alrighty, he'll be vulnerable for Anton's next attack.
And I'm done.
Alrighty.
At least I think I'm done. Yeah, that moved and I did that. Yeah, that's it.
Anton is up.
So I'm going to use Rocket Soldier into him.
Okay. So are you basically just like charging at him?
I'm charging at him with my shield out, sorry. Like, I'm going to smash him in the face with the shield and kind of run through him.
Okay, so how a charge attack works, which is basically what that is you will get the damage rank will be equal to the movement rank plus 2. You're impervious because you would have to take half the damage as backlash, but between your shield and your impervious, you're not going to have to worry about it. So your plus to hit is a plus 10, correct?
For what?
Your plus to hit normally is a plus 10, right?
I think so.
Alright, so in that case it's going to be a d20 plus 10 to hit. What's the rank of your movement, of your rocket soldier, your speed? Or your leaping, or whichever one it is.
It says it's Flight 4, Boosters 5. I guess it's the booster, Speed 5.
Yeah, you'd be doing the Speed 5 here. So it's going to be a rank 7 ability when you hit him. But he'll also have the move object as well to deal with. So 1d10 plus 10 to hit. Remember, he is vulnerable for this.
Okay, so D10 plus 10?
D20 plus 10, excuse me.
Got to be kidding me.
Well,
I will use my hero point to
I thought
reroll
you
that.
might. Yeah, that is one hero point. You still have one left. So go ahead and re-roll that. Okay, so because you rolled under a 10, you were technically get a plus 10 for 29 to hit. So you hit no matter what. So he's first going to have to make a toughness save at DC 23. So, unfortunately for you, he will soak that, which means because he soaked it, he is also not affected by the move object. So you run into him, and for some reason, this small little skinny bro frat boy just sort of braces up against your impact and stops you cold.
Oh boy.
Malkir's up.
Do I have a clear view of the
Of the what?
of the computer?
The computer, no, because he's in front of it.
Go to emo boy then and attack with my. Actually, yeah, they're still kind of close together since they're clustered, all three of them. I'm gonna use my assault rifle.
Alrighty.
That's a DC 20 multi-attack toughness.
Alright, so with multi-attack you have a couple of options. Multi-attack option 1 is you can attack one person, and for... Why isn't it showing me the results right now? Okay, so how multi-attack works is you have a couple of options. You can attack one person, and if you beat their defenses by tiers of 5, by 2 tiers, which is 6 to 10, or 3 tiers, which is 11 to 15, you get added bonuses onto your damage. Or you can attack multiple targets, taking -1 off for each target. So if you wanted, you would roll 3. Say if you wanted to attack all 3 of them, you could attack all 3 of them with a -3 to your roll for each one, and roll 3 separate times.
I am just gonna focus on emo dude and the guy on the computer at the moment.
Alright, so the 10 is not going to hit either one of them. So if you want to do the other multi-attack, you can roll the other one at it'd be a -2.
Okay, so I'll just do that one against that emo kid then.
Yep. So, 10's not going to hit, so...
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Yeah. It basically, for the effect, because he's got a rubber body, the bullets just literally just bounce off. Boom, beep, 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 beep. It is now our friend in the Pink's turn, and there's one giant problem with him going face to face with the giant battle suit is he can't biologically affect the battle suit, so he's ignoring the battle suit completely and going after Lutra.
Uh-huh. Where's the opportunity attacks at? Oh wait, wrong game.
Not in this game.
Yes.
And he is attacking you with bad reaction. I assume a 29 hits?
I don't think it matters which defense it is.
Alright.
Yes.
I need a fortitude save, DC 21. Was that a head desk?
No.
That was me.
Okay. So you have two options. You can take the result of the roll, or you can use one of your hero points to reroll.
I'm actually trying to wonder what. Actually, can I hear what the result is before I decide that, or no?
Nope. If I give you a result, it sticks.
Am I able to take my action before that even?
No.
Aw. I have to take it before the roll commences, right?
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
Hold on a second.
Yep, holding on.
Yeah. We're playing re-roll it.
Alrighty.
Well, I mean, it's good, I guess.
Alrighty, that's probably a good thing. Alrighty, so moving on. It's Bouncy Boy's turn. And, well, since you fired at him and he kind of laughed a little bit at it, he's not even concerned with you, Malkir. He's more concerned about the guy who keeps trying to shove him into boxes, so he's attacking Anton with snapback strike. Basically, he stands where he is, just extends a giant fist at you, Anton.
Okay.
I know a 21 hits. I know it's not any extra tiers, so I'm going to go ahead and need a DC 26 toughness save. Your suit is apparently still showing a little bit of wear and tear from the explosion from the rooftop earlier, as he finds a little bit of a weak spot and you take a bruise and a daze.
Not my night.
But look on the bright side. You're kidless.
Not helping.
Sorry. Back to the top of the round. Before we commence the top of the round, Spectre, what are you doing?
I'm still looking for that kid. At this point, I to look for a way, and I am using a hero point for this, by the way, to boost the signal of the device.
Alrighty, with the hero point, basically I will count this as effectively the inspiration feat thing. Again, you're in a highly, expensive science lab. You're at Stanford. You're able to definitely use some technology boosting. And you figure out what happened. The kid in question never left Bay City. He is there. You're not sure exactly where, you just know the beeping says in Bay City, but you know that whatever happened, a stronger satellite source overrode the signal. So you know that the kid you were looking for is back in Bay City.
Lutra.
What's up?
Sorry, Brandon.
Yes.
So, apparently Connor is still in your area.
Oh?
I'll be back on my way, but, yeah. Just keep an eye out, because he's back there. You know what that means.
Oh. Right. And she looks around for a giant fish.
Lutra sees no giant fish.
Whew.
And at this point, I just Bay City.
Alrighty, so it is now the battlesuit's turn. And he doesn't turn around. You just hear this, I smell technology. It's going to be mine. And a sort of little mini blaster sort of appears on his shoulder and aims at Anton. I'm going to need a dodge check. DC 22, please, Anton. Alright, with an 18.
I'm so hosed.
Yep, now I need a will save, DC 22, please. Alright, you're fine.
Yeah, there you go.
The blaster was some sort of nanotech spray that was trying to attach itself to your battlesuit, like it was trying to fight you for control. Anyway, Lutra's up.
So the battlesuit is not on the computer anymore?
He is. He had a remote cannon aim.
just gonna go ahead and attack the party boy in front of me.
Alrighty. Well, you hit. You'll take a bruise and a daze as you chomp down pretty hard.
Fast grab.
Alrighty.
I forget what I have to. If I have to roll anything for
Nope,
that.
I have to roll something on that.
Huh.
You don't manage to sink your teeth in farther, though.
Gotcha.
Basically, you missed with the bite, and you kind of got him with the claws as he's like, nope, 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 nope. I've seen how this works before.
Yeah, right. Alright, I can move away still, right?
You can.
Just gonna put some distance between us is all.
Fair enough. Anton's up.
Alright. I'm going to switch my hammer out, or my shield out for my hammer, and swing at Mechanical Suit Boy.
Alrighty, roll the hit. You will hit him. And you'll make a crack in his armor. You will hit him solidly. Translation, he takes a bruise. Malkir is up.
These fights really are just lower the other person's toughness until, like, you actually smash them for a lot, aren't they?
They can be other than that.
When I'm involved, yes.
Right, yeah.
Hey, when everything looks like a nail, sometimes you just need a hammer.
I believe that's what the power's called.
No, that's the other power.
Right.
Yeah, who are we attacking?
Emo kid. I'm over on this side, so like my back's not to the edge of the building.
Okay. And for those of you who are wondering when it was going to happen, welcome to combat and welcome to Malkir's Rolls.
Yeah.
Never fails. I'm gonna actually use my healer point to reroll that.
Go right ahead.
There you go.
That will help, definitely. You will hit him. Even with the weakness I'm applying for rubber and heat, he will still soak that. But you did notice that the laser, like the heat from the laser sword, did definitely have an effect on him. There we go. Discord was discording again. So it is now Party Boy's turn. And as much as, like, Lutra, since you get your eyes on him, go ahead and give me a perception check. Okay, you notice that he's focused on you. Like, he wants to go after you. But there's something is forcing him to turn around and go after Malkir.
Malkir, behind you!
And he is attacking Malkir with pretty colors. I'm going to need a Fortitude save. DC 21, please. Alrighty, if you remember from the first time we did this, you are at a -2 to all visual checks, which includes attack, because you're seeing bright, colorful spots in front of you.
Didn't he make the save?
Oh no, it's 21. Yeah, never mind. You saw for a second you saw bright, colorful spots in front of you. My bad. I was reading the result, not the DC. You're good. Forget about me. Same thing with this one's yeah, exactly. #blame TG. Emo Kid, aka Twist, is also attacking. Well, at this point, because both of them have gone after things here. It is going to be Twist's turn. He is also going after Malkir because he's right next door. He's actually going to go after both Malkir and Anton with Pinball Shot. He's basically bouncing himself into a ball, bouncing off the ground, bouncing into Malkir, into Anton, and back to where he was. So I'm going to need dodge checks, DC 21, from both Anton and Malkir.
I try to hit him with my hammer as he's coming at me.
You can attempt to use a hero point for an instant counter to do that. Yeah, you do have one left.
Well, let me do that.
Alrighty, roll to hit. You miss. But I will give you your attempt at a swing caused him to change his direction, so he doesn't hit you either. And the 25 is enough, and because it's a shapeable area damage, you don't take any damage at all. So.
Now I'm gonna wish I had the hero point back.
Probably.
Had it worked, it would have been cool.
It is back to the battlesuit's turn. Who, at this point, Anton is the only one who has attacked him. So he's going after you. This time he's just that cannon that fired you out of his shoulder. It's changing its firing pattern. It's attacking you with Energy Blaster. I know a 22 hits, so I will need a DC 27 toughness check, please. And that is another bruise and a daze.
I'm getting crushed tonight.
Yep. And he doesn't say anything. He just starts laughing maniacally as he sees your suit getting chipped more and more. Lutra's up.
Hold on a second. I'm waiting for an actual answer from Spectre on this. Is there such a thing in this as like holding your initiative like there is in D&D?
You can hold your action, yes.
Sure.
You want to hold your action till when?
Spectre gets here.
Alrighty, I will adjust you down to 17 in the order. Anton is up.
Alright, well, you know, the one who's still trying to hit me needs another hammer to the face, so he's getting hit with another hammer.
You will hit him. And you will bruise him.
I'm trading down in these bruises, though, aren't I?
No, you both started. I will tell you that you both started with the same. I'll give you that one.
Okay.
But normally it would be Party Boy's turn at this point, but there's a giant ghostly wind-formed figure coming over the horizon.
And I see Party Boy, so...
Yeah, you remember him.
So I'm going to do my standard Winds of Fury attack.
Alright, Lutra does see him coming up, so you said you were waiting for Spectre. What are you doing?
I'm going to go ahead, use my hero point, and rally the troops. And sit there and be like, "We can do it, everybody! Come on! The Spectre's here!"
Alright, so what's your Inspire rank?
2.
Alright, so from now until the beginning of Lutra's next turn, any and all of D20 rolls that you all do will get a +2 bonus. Which is a good thing for you, Spectre, because you needed it.
Nice!
And because he has already a bruise, he'll bruise and daze this time. Alrighty. Technically, Malkir is up next. Malkir?
Sorry, I had my thing because I was eating. I'm gonna slash at the rubber guy again, but I'm gonna go kind of like do it in a way that I hold my sword like parallel to him, so it gets like the maximum, like array of heat, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Well, he's pretty easy to hit, so you hit him. Oh. Well, that was unexpected. Nice 3. Yeah, so he's going to be affected of this by a little bit more. So yeah, you're going to bruise and daze him. And you can definitely see, like, that is a, like, he does not like the fact that that's super, super hot laser. That's it. Pardon my use of language there.
Now, would that be a 20 against your 3 since I got the extra 2?
Yeah, but it's not multi-attack, so it doesn't matter.
Gotcha.
But yeah, so you hit him. He definitely takes some extra damage there. And it is Party Boy's turn. Who, again, he at this point, Lutra, because you saw it earlier, he wants to go after Spectre. But something is forcing him to go after Malkir. And he is attacking Malkir with Overdose.
Oh dear.
So now at this point, I'm going to need a Fortitude damage save, DC 26. This is basically just like bruising your Fortitude. You SOB.
About time.
Yeah, and you do notice every time he's touching you, the colors on his hands are changing. Out of game real quick, the design concept for this character I absolutely love.
He actually
I love how
that.
I was gonna say, I love how my rolls are actually good for a change until it like actually matters.
That mattered.
That mattered. That definitely mattered.
He actually beat him by a few points more because he had a +2.
Right. Yep.
But still, that's hilarious.
It is now Twist's turn, and who is at this point using pinball shot again. This time on all 4 of you. So I'm gonna need dodge checks, DC 21 from everybody.
You need this far away?
Yeah.
I'm done.
So, Anton, I need a DC 26 toughness save.
Oh my god.
Oh, this is bad.
You will take 2 bruises and you're going to be staggered, which means you are at a -2 to your movements. And you can only, -1 to your movement speed, and you can only take either a standard or a move action on your turn.
Okay.
Which is bad for you, but good for the battle suit, because it's his turn. And guess who he's attacking?
Yeah. Let's get that over with.
Well, you are the only one who's been attacking him. So, he's attacking you with Energy Blaster.
Yay!
He hits. I'll need a DC 27.
Is that toughness?
And actually, you're not staggered because I forgot about the +2 that Lutra's providing you. So you are not staggered. You just take a bruise and a daze.
No, only toughness here.
Yes, DC 27 toughness, please. Yes. You'll take another bruise.
Blue.
Hey, the tank is doing his job. The tank is tanking.
Painfully tanking.
Well, you can painfully tank now on your turn.
I'm gonna painfully smash his head in.
Painfully roll the hit.
Or not.
Or not. Even the 16 don't help. Spectre, you're up.
Okay, turn around and do the same thing as before, this time at,
At who?
Emo Kid.
Alright, discorded, that's why I was asking. Even with the +2, you miss.
Oh, I'm gonna use one of my 3 remaining hero points.
Yep.
And I still miss.
No, you definitely don't there. You definitely hit.
Oh, yeah, I was thinking my DC. Never mind.
But because of the bruise no. Because of the bruise he was given from Malkir, he'll take another bruise.
Oh, right. Forgot
Yeah.
those numbers don't change there.
Yeah, those numbers don't change. I changed them here on my side.
Right.
Alright, the +2 is officially gone, and because it's inspired, you can only use it once per session. But Lutra, you're up again.
Well, not points now, so it doesn't matter. Okay, let's see here. Are they paying attention to me at all?
Well, one of them definitely knows you're there.
Knows is different than paying attention to.
One of them definitely knows you're there.
I want to try hiding in plain sight.
Alrighty, go ahead and roll a stealth check. Yeah, he has no clue where you went.
Was that... What kind of action was that, anyway?
That's a move action.
Right, okay. So I'm too far away to do much else.
For this turn.
I know. I'm gonna move kind of like closer.
Fair enough. Malkir is up.
Sorry. I'm going to focus on Emo Boy again, and again, just slash my sword, but in a way to give him the maximum heat again.
Yep. You will definitely hit. Unfortunately, this time he won't take any damage. Even with the 2 bruises he had, that roll is pretty kind of huge.
Can I still move after my move? Is that...
You can.
Okay, so I'm gonna like do like a backflip away from him.
All right. Now, at this point, you've been informed as to what Lutra knows. He definitely, at this point, wants to go after... he doesn't know where Lutra is. He wants to go after you, but instead, what he does is it's almost like he's compelled to move back here. And as for Emo Kid, well, I'm going to need dodge checks from everybody again.
Even me?
Except you, because he doesn't know where you are. Hey, look at that, Anton. You made a dodge check. He hits.
Well.
He hits nobody. It is Battlesuit's turn, and he just starts laughing. You hear this? Oh. See, this is the part where I get to have my fun. Because, I think I might have found what you were looking for. And as he says that, he presses the button. And then, coming out of the window, you think, from down below and up onto the top of the tower is someone/thing you recognize.
You discorded there.
He says, now it's time for me. He says, I think I have something you're looking for. Presses a button, you hear a window shatter, and the next thing you know, coming up over, because this thing can also fly, is someone/something you recognize.
Brandon. Or, Connor.
Well, not in Connor form.
Obviously.
Did you say we're on top of a tower?
We're on top of the radio tower.
Okay. Remember.
Right.
Good to know.
Is that all he's doing, or do I need to roll?
Nope, that was his entire turn, was to send in the reinforcements. But you probably do want to roll, because it's your turn.
He broke my radio. I'm pissed. I'm gonna hit him now.
Wait, are you turning into Star-Lord?
A little bit.
So does that make Lutra Grimora?
God, no.
Why is Lutra? Sorry, not sorry. Anyway, so what are we doing?
The whole radio theme going. I'm gonna use Flame Strike since they're all grouped together.
That is a fantastic call. So go ahead and hit the button so I know. There we go. That's what I need to know what to do.
I'm gonna throw my keyboard across the room now.
No, because the die roll result doesn't matter on this. So, interesting thing is going to happen here. So, both of them, both Twist and Party Boy, you can see them trying, like they want to dodge out of the way, but it's almost like they're compelled. They both actually stand in front of the battlesuit, and they're going to eat the hit for him, so they're both going to have to make the toughness save whether they want to or not. All right, so you managed to bruise and daze Party Boy, but the heat from your fire cone is just... Twist is going full Wicked Witch of the West here, with like the pile of goo he's becoming. Spectre's up.
Okay. So I fly over towards this mecha-looking thing and attempt to grab him while I'm flying by.
All right, roll a grab check.
That's just D20 plus my strength.
No, it's going to be D20 plus your unarmed, or plus your fighting if you have any other bonuses. It's basically an unarmed attack.
Okay, well, it's the same thing then.
Unfortunately for you, 20 is not enough to grab him. So he manages to just ever so slightly slip out of your grasp.
Oh, never mind. Hold on. I accidentally added something, so I have to delete it.
Okay. Lutra's up.
Okay. Okay.
Do you say something?
I'm thinking, sorry.
Okay, I wasn't sure if Discord discorded or not.
No.
Now Discord's discording.
Right, yeah. Okay, I gotta use this. Okay, Demoralize. No, I don't have the intimidation for that. Hey, TGE, what does the extra effort bonus actually do?
It depends on what you're trying to do with it. Extra effort can get you an extra move or standard action. With extra effort, you can get an extra +2 to skill checks. You can basically add an alternate effect to one of your abilities in your damage/afflictions array.
So what was the second thing you just said? Because you did cut out at that point.
You can get a +2 to any skill check.
Does that include attacking?
Attacking is not a skill check. Skill check would be like, perception, intimidation, expertise, everything on the right-hand side of the sheet.
So you can't really, give yourself more power. Right.
Discord's discording, hold on.
No problem.
There we go, Discord's discording. You can... What you can do, another thing you can do with extra effort, is you can increase the rank of your ability by 1 to the end of the scene.
Okay.
Which basically means, for your damage rank, for example, you can extra effort to basically push it. So instead of, for example, for your claws and teeth, instead of it being a DC 26, it would be a DC 27.
Oh. Not sure that's useful.
It goes to the end of the scene.
It's true. Alright. Okay, I am going to go ahead and, since I'm invisible or whatever, I'm going to move here.
Alrighty.
And I'm going to attack I'm going to extra effort myself and give myself that extra bit of strength.
Okay.
So I'm fatigued again. Yeah, that's okay. And I'm going to attack this guy.
Alrighty, well, he doesn't know you're there, so he's technically considered vulnerable for this attack. But because he's vulnerable, you're going to hit him. Unfortunately, he now knows where you are.
I mean, we'll get the... Yes.
You will bruise him.
Alright, I want to try a fast grab again.
Yeah, no. He just sort of swats you off.
How much of a move action do I have left?
None from where you were.
Didn't think so. Alright.
But it is Malkir's turn.
Alright, I'm going to attempt to finish off Emo Kid here.
Well, you hit him. He'll actually soak it.
Of all the times you could have rolled 20.
I didn't even roll a 20. This guy's base toughness is he's easy to hit, hard to hurt. He's like Anton. His base toughness is higher. But anyway, it is Party Boy's turn, and since Lucha was the last one to damage the battle suit, guess who he's going after?
I get any bonus visible?
What was that?
I get any bonus at all for being invisible?
It's not you. It's not him who he's spacing off of seeing you. The way this control works. Which you figured out that much already. I'll give you that one.
Right.
So he is attacking you with Overdose.
Jeez, that hits me.
Even with the -5 I'm giving him because of everything else, it still hits you.
Actually...
A 23 doesn't hit your parry?
Oh, it does, okay. Well, actually, hold on. I don't know if that's right. Hold on. 23? Oh,
Yeah.
it matches it. Yeah, it hits it. Damn.
Alright, Fortitude save. DC 26, please.
I'm not gonna hit that. Nope. I missed it by a lot.
Alright, so you'll take a bruise to your Fortitude, and you will be dazed. Basically, he's starting to pump you full of way random crap.
Is there a way to mark the bruise specifically to my fortitude bonus?
No. I've been keeping track. I'm keeping track of them over here on my end.
Got it, okay.
Alright, it is Emo Kid's turn. And he's actually going to get this. Hold on. Oh. You see him like sort of staring at Malkir, and he sort of shakes his head for a minute, like he's back to his senses, and he just bounces the hell out of here.
I missed that, dude.
He like sort of staring at you for a second, like he was getting ready to try and attack you, and he sort of comes to his senses for like a brief minute, and he just bounces the hell out, like he's gone, like he's peacing out.
Alright, so he just bails, okay.
Pretty much. Unfortunately, that means it's, well, giant angry fish of doom's turn.
Oh, great.
That's okay. He's not going after Anton. He's going after Spectre. And he is attacking Spectre with Caustic Ichor. Spectre, does a 21 hit you?
Yep.
Toughness check, please. DC 27. Alright. You will take a bruise and a daze, and this stuff is sticking to you.
Oh gosh. Is that the same thing you did to me before? It takes forever to come out of your fur. I guess you don't have fur. It was annoying, though. Yeah.
The guy in the battlesuit looks angry at the fact that one of his puppets escaped. So he is just... He wants a new puppet. So I'm going to need another dodge check from Anton, please. Alright, you unfortunately will fail that dodge check, so I'm going to need a will save.
Oh boy.
Ooh, okay. Hold on here. Alright, so right now, you don't feel anything interesting, but you're going to have to make will saves every time you want to attempt to make your suit behave the way you want it to. Because you are currently fighting for control of your suit with the other battle suit. And with that,
Lovely.
it's your turn.
Should I start with the will check, or should I just decide what I'm going to do and then throw the will check?
Decide what you're going to do, then we'll do the will check. Then if it succeeds, you'll get to make your roll. If it does not succeed, you will do nothing.
Okay, well that's better than nothing. I want to use Flame Strike, but I want to aim it kind of at the computer that he was at.
Okay. So go ahead and now make a will save, please. 23 is enough to do it, so you're aiming it sort of above his head at the satellite and the computer. Unfortunately for you, that's a great idea. But unfortunately for you, he's forcing Party Boy to jump up and take the hit for the computer.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this is bad for him. He's on fire, dying. But the computer's fine.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah, so he's on fire, he's dying, the computer's fine. Inspector, it is your turn.
Problem solved.
He's a marshmallow now.
I see what was attempted by Anton, so I do the same thing with my air blast.
Yeah, this time he doesn't have anyone to jump in and take the hit for it, though. So you will hit the computer.
I will hit the
You'll hit the computer, and you will damage the computer a little bit. You know, basically, when you kick the computer tower and you get a little dent in the side of it. That's what you've done right now.
You gave the computer a bruise.
Be careful if it's Mitch Flowerpower's NES, you might reset it.
Krim knows about resetting NESs. What? Anyway, Lutra's up.
I see everybody attacking the computer, so I do the same.
Alrighty. Don't roll a 1.
Rolls a 1, bites the computer, electrocutes himself.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's exactly what would have happened had he bit the computer and rolled the 1.
How long does days last? I forget.
1 round.
So. Oh my gosh.
However, I will, unfortunately, because of what happened here, I will need Lucha to make a toughness save at DC 22.
You're saving to see if you survive the explosion.
No, your toughness save to see if you electrocute yourself from biting through the damn system.
Yeah, it's called teeth and claws. I don't have to use my teeth all the time, you know?
No, but it's funnier.
I agree.
Claws would have still done the trick to shock the crap out of you.
That's also true.
Yep. So that happens, and you notice that whatever rage was in the giant fish monster doesn't seem to be there anymore. He's still in giant fish monster form, but the rage doesn't seem to be there anymore. Anyway, Malkir's up.
So is the computer toast at this point?
Yeah, and most of Bay City just lost cable.
Yeah, who needs TV?
Yeah, really.
I'm gonna specifically target the Kraken Robo Guy's armor here with my whip.
Is anybody else wondering where the hell he keeps all of these weapons?
I'm a weapons master for a reason.
He has a bunch of weapons. I don't ask questions usually.
I just have a giant cloak full of weapons. That's what I do.
Yeah. Roll to hit the battle suit with your whip. You miss. For those of you playing the drinking game at home, Malkier missed another attack, so you're probably dead by now.
Hey, that's the first missed attack I've had all night.
Tonight?
Yes, but I've had good rolls.
Yeah, but they were dead 5 episodes ago.
No, my audience is sober tonight, for the most part. Unlike you.
I'm sober tonight.
I'm questionable at this point.
Yeah, but you're questionable normally.
That is true.
Anyhow, it is the it's giant fish monster's turn, and it sort of was like it sees it. If you're watching it, it sort of has this. It thinks it recognizes you, but it's not quite sure what's going on. So it's just taking its turn, sort of looking around, like trying to figure out what the heck to do. However, at this point, it is the battlesuit's turn, and he's at this point like, oh, has the if the face on the battlesuit could emote, it would definitely be an oh crap. So he's actually turning on the jets and trying to fly away.
He turned on his jet.
Trying to get away. Yeah.
I say trying to because Anton is up.
Well, I'm going to target his jets with my Everything's a Nail and see if we can keep him grounded.
Well, you're also one of the 2 people who can fly after him.
I'm going to try to stop him from flying first.
Well, you have to fly to get to him, so but yes, you can do that.
Oh, okay, well, fine. Then I take off and smack him with a hammer. Oh my god.
No, you don't. You swing and miss. Like, you swing and miss badly. Spectre is up.
Okay, at this point, I'm not going to bother flying after him. But I'm going to concentrate a very powerful windstorm exactly where he's flying. Basically counteracting the direction he's going in.
All right, so you're impeding his movement. There'll be a roll off on his turn when it comes to movement.
And as I'm doing that, I yell, Lutra, try to get through to Connor. Talk to him. Brandon.
Yep.
Whenever I say Lutra, just imagine that my character's
I know.
named Brandon.
No, Lutra starts fiddling with things on his belt and goes back to otter form. And I run over to the fish. I pull out the bag of Swedish Fish that Anton gave back to me. I hold up some in like his face, or try to, as he's huge. But you know, hey, got candy for you.
We will address that on his turn, but first, Malkir.
So they're both out of my sight, correct?
Nope, they're exactly where you see them on the map.
What was that?
They are exactly where you see them on the map.
Alright, so I'm gonna kind of do what I did last time and aim at his jet propulsion with my laser rifle.
Let's see if you can crit this time.
Just don't critical miss.
Well, you will hit. You won't critically hit. But unfortunately, you won't be able to stop the propulsion. He'll take a bruise, though, from you hitting him.
So just basically shot him in the ass.
Basically, yes. The giant fish monster looks down at the otter, holding up a bag of Swedish fish. I never thought I'd ever say that in my life.
What did you say?
The giant fish monster slowly looks down at the otter, holding up a bag of Swedish fish.
Yes.
And you can see, like, he's trying to remember. Like, he it's one of those things, like, you can see, like, there's pain on his face. Like, he doesn't know what to do. And as he's contemplating the life, the universe, and the meaning of Swedish Fish, Battlesuit's getting away.
I'm trying to. Then they have to deal with the wind.
He does, which we'll make a move. That's where he's going to move to. We're going to go ahead and make a roll-off. Krim, go ahead and roll d20 plus the rank of the environment power, and he's going to roll a d20 plus his flight.
Well, apparently I wasn't concentrated hard enough.
No, because he just sort of blows right through it. Yeah. So yeah, he blows right through your windstorm, and Anton is up.
I'm going to continue hot burn and smack him in the back with the hammer.
Oh. Alrighty, play a little smack-a-diddle-do.
Nice.
That's a good time for a crit.
Finally! Dude.
So he takes a bruise.
Just a bruise.
I rolled redonkulous. You'll see the result on the playback, but yeah, I rolled ridiculous.
Of course, because I critted.
Hey, at least you crit, otherwise you wouldn't have hit him at all. You wouldn't have done anything to him at all.
He's right, you know.
Fair point.
And Spectre's up.
Okay, how far out are they?
Probably a good 200, 250 feet.
Yeah, that's within range for me. So I fly out after him and throw an air blast at him.
Roll to hit. You hit. Because of all the bruises he's taken, he'll take another bruise. Lutra, you're holding up a bag of Swedish fish to a giant fish monster.
At this point, I figure I'm just gonna sit here and like try to keep Connor calm. But yeah, kind of. How much taller is he than I am right now?
Your normal size, he's technically considered gargantuan. So, 2 size categories.
Just want to make sure. Okay. So I look up and I'm like, kind of like hold my arms up, kind of indicate for him to like pick me up, so I can help him like eat this Swedish fish.
All right, we'll address that on your turn. But first, Malkir.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure they're adamant.
If you move to the edge, you can probably get one more shot off with Z-Old Rifle. However, you have to hit first.
I can't see my roll. What was that?
That's a 10.
I'm gonna use my second hero point.
All right.
Try again.
Hey, that's a good roll.
But
Yeah, I was waiting for that too.
You're bruising days, huh?
Hey, that's multiple things.
Yeah,
yeah, and I hit him with a hammer.
I'm waiting for one of our attacks to eventually, like, knock out the power of his suit, and he goes, like, crashing off a building. It's all Iron Man.
Well, right now it is Giant Fish Monster's turn. And one of the tentacles sort of comes up and wraps around Lutra and picks him up towards his mouth. So now you are at mouth and face level with the Giant Fish Monster.
Okay. That's...
Yeah. And Battlesuit's trying to get away some more. I'm stopping there because I'm running out of map.
Say hello to my little hammer.
You hit. And, Krim, would you be so kind as to give me that description again?
Description of what?
What you just described.
Oh, where the power of his battlesuit goes out and he starts crashing down and bounces off a building and sort of tumbles head over heels down towards the ground.
Yeah, that happens.
Am I up?
Well, well, he's
He's down.
like that actually happened.
Well, the reason I ask is because immediately after seeing that start to happen, I sort of give him a boost down towards the ground.
Okay. I have one
Just
more
add-
toughness save.
Add a little insult there.
I think we call that a coup de grace.
Okay. Fair enough. You just hear a loud "Poof."
Probably see a lot of smoke too.
You do. You do. And we're going to come off initiative at this point because we don't need to be on initiative. But Lutra, you are up at mouth level with a giant fish monster with a bag of Swedish fish.
I start like popping Swedish fish into his mouth.
You're pretty sure you hear the fish monster grunt for yum.
Yes. See, I told you they were yummy.
I'm gonna start making my way down to the tower to get to where the corpse, well, not corpse, but the frame is.
Exoskeleton.
There you go.
Oh, there's well, it's a giant hole. Oh, for the record, as soon as once you guys bit through the computer, the robot army stopped as well. So yeah, you make your way down there. I'm assuming Anton and Spectre are following.
Uh-huh.
I just kind of look over at Spectre and I just say, do you think we should open this up?
What was that, Dark?
I just look over at Spectre and just say, should we open this up and see who we were dealing with here?
As they're saying that, I'm already cracking the armor open.
Yeah. We need to know who we're dealing with here.
Well, you crack open the armor and you see the... Well, does anyone have treatment?
I do.
I actually do.
Roll me a treatment check.
Oh my god.
So I quit on that, really?
Well, you see the badly bruised, beaten body, but not dead body, of who you all know to be Spencer Dalton. You also know that if the next movement that's made isn't by medical professionals or someone who knows what they're doing, he's probably dead.
Do I need to do some sort of check right now?
For what?
Some sort of save to where I just don't kill him myself?
That's up to you.
Because right now my character would be pretty pissed and pretty motivated to do so. Considering,
Most of us would.
I leave
Considering
that in
how-
your capable hands.
well, considering how I went after him immediately after seeing Connor the Sea Monster, yeah, I probably would have to fight myself not to kill him.
Then in that case, give me a will save. You're sitting there like the energy, the wind energy is coalesced in your hand. But there's just something in the back of your mind stopping you from shooting it.
I like how part of that, but I'm assuming that what you said is something along the lines of, I have my pistol drawn, but I am something stopping me, just like a nagging thought in the back of my mind is stopping me from actually pulling the trigger.
Pretty much, but I said wind energy, but yes.
Let's get him some medical attention so that we can understand what on earth is going on here. And since, I'm the only one here who's, in a reasonable appearance, let me take him to a hospital. I will keep him on lock and key, though.
Does our actual base have medical facilities? We should probably take him there.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take him back to base, fine. Along with the suit. I might want to salvage some of this. as I'm looking over all the nice parts.
Fair enough. I will send you. I will unlock his character sheet so you can take a look at what he has available for you. But because you got the nat 20 on your treatment check, you know how to properly move him without killing him. And to answer your question, Lutra, he does. Give me an insight check, actually.
So, okay.
After you said it, you thought about it. You're like, it's probably not the best idea considering you look like an otter and he looks like a giant monster, and there's people down there.
Oh, I guess I was under the impression that everyone had fled the area.
They did, but they fled into buildings, and then when a giant something falls out of the sky in the middle of the ground, people investigate.
I was going to say, have you never watched movies? Whenever something's going on, people only run when the immediate danger is coming at them. Otherwise, they stand there and gawk.
What's a movie?
Oh, no, I'm telling you this.
Oh, right. Okay, sorry. Yeah, no, I thought it was actually said that everybody laughed. I'm sorry. All right, so we gotta get this guy back to, sorry, over the comms. Hey guys, we have to get Connor here back to the tower. How are we gonna do that? I don't think we can just walk through the entire city.
Well, as if
We left the remnants of the jet back there.
As if right on cue, he finishes with the bag of Swedish fish and turns back into the 12-year-old.
No! We fall to the ground or something.
You're still on the road.
That's
Right.
right.
I figured since we were like, he was holding me, I don't know, 10 feet in the air or whatnot.
Yeah.
We would just
You both could thud to the ground. Well, he shrinks back to normal, you could thud to the ground.
Right. Richard stands, shakes himself up, goes over to Connor and sees he's okay.
Unconscious this time.
Mm-hmm. Richard gently picks him up, turns himself back into human-looking form, and looks for the way down.
There's a ladder.
What'd you say?
There's a ladder.
Can I go down the ladder and safely carry this kid with me?
Give me an athletics check. Not only do you do that, but you get down there and you do a gymnastic-style dismount with the kid on your shoulders in a fireman's carry and land perfectly.
Woo!
Show off.
I thought you were going to say that he just wrapped his feet in his free hand around the rungs of the ladder and just slid all the way down.
Sort of like a
the other
buccaneer.
one better.
Yeah.
But Lutra's never seen pirate movies.
Exactly.
Doesn't mean he can't do it.
Right, that's what he's had to. Lucha touches the ground. Hey, you got him!
Yeah, I see you have Connor too. Thankfully.
Yep. Yeah, candy apparently solves everything. Which now we need to get more of.
I'm sure we can arrange that, but right now we got to get back to headquarters.
Yes, let's go.
As you say that, over behind you, you see a bunch of news vans heading your way.
Ah! Guess we should go immediately.
I sort of... Well, not sort of. I create a windstorm around us to sort of prevent... I mean, vehicles can, I guess, make a... against my wind.
I'm assuming you're just using the windstorm as your cover all the way back to the tower.
Yeah, it's a radial. I'm not concentrating it. I'm just using it as a radial around us.
That's fine. Noted. I rolled a little number for me. Noted. So, real quick, I'm going to need a, since it's your Windstorm Spectre, give me a number on a d20, please.
12.
All right, you're fine as of right now. No good footage of you guys is obtained. And you safely make it back to the towers.
So you come in and immediately start looking for oh my god.
And we paged Mr. Casey on the way in.
Yeah.
Oh, he's meeting you there, and he's about ready. Like, you, Spectre, you have to hold him back from killing Spencer right now.
Hey. If I didn't get to, you don't get to.
You kidnapped your nephew.
Trust me. Once we get what we need out of him, I'll let you pull the trigger.
I walk up to Casey carrying Connor.
Oh, that's good at least.
He was controlling Connor and the others.
So you found a way to do it.
We had to destroy the computer, unfortunately. I don't think there's going to be much else you can use for it.
Well, that does explain why most of the city's without cable now.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of my fault. I bit through the entire system. Actually, kind of funny, actually.
You must have been through the sitcom section.
Yeah. Because it wasn't really funny. It was just kind of funny.
I love how Lutra does know what TV is, though.
I mean, there's only like one thing on network television, or on broadcast television, right?
Yeah, soap operas and sitcoms.
Exactly. I never understood them. No one's ever, like, not everyone's always sitting down in a sitcom.
Lutra, the sit stands for situational. Or Brandon, the sit stands for situational.
Oh. I guess that makes much more sense now.
But yeah, how about we, unfortunately, stabilize him so we can get some information.
Oh, I want to take care of Connor here.
We'll do that too. And with that, we are going to call a wrap on this session. Not because I don't have much more planned, but because it's midnight. For those of you who are watching this on the rebroadcast, I know we usually do these as 8, which means it'll be 11 where you're watching. So thank you all very much for watching. And again, this was part 2 of the things you can't outrun. We'll be back with you next time with issue 9 with a yet to be determined title. Thank you all for watching and have a wonderful rest of your day.